What's going on, guys? What's going on? Jay the Black here. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Make sure y'all like this video because we're going to talk about another Malika Andrews roasting that she's getting on social media due to the fact that people are wondering. And I did not know because, again, I've watched less and less ESPN, so I haven't really been keeping up with what's been going on there in regards to Malika Andrews, contrary to what some people may think. And I was told that Malika Andrews has not talked about the whole Josh Giddey situation. For those who don't know, NBA player Josh Giddey plays for the Thunder. He's been accused of having relations with an underage girl, and this has gone very viral. But apparently, and I did not know this, Malika Andrews has not spoken about this. I mean, she's on an NBA show. She has no problem calling out Joe Mazzulla or any other melanated NBA player or former NBA player. She has no problem calling them out. But in regards to Josh Giddey, she did not speak on the allegations. She spoke about Brandon Miller. She wanted everybody to know how Brandon Miller was somehow connected to a crime when he was in college. You know, he was very much so cleared. It has not stopped her from saying these things. And then she and others will say, well, the network told me to speak on those things. The network told me that I needed to bring up not Josh, because she didn't bring up Josh. Brandon Miller's past or history. Not his basketball history, but him being a part of what somebody else did, right? But why haven't the higher ups at ESPN told Malika Andrews to speak on this Josh Giddey situation? Why are they so laxed? And why are they taking their time and they don't want to speak on it like that, right? I guarantee you, and let me tell you something right now. I commend Dez Bryant for this tweet. Y'all see that tweet? We're going to get into that tweet. I don't know if he's deleted it or anything. I actually saw this retweeted by somebody. Then I looked on their timeline again. It was gone. So I don't know if they took the tweet down, but the tweet is up and we're going to speak about it. I commend Dez Bryant because Dez Bryant said what a lot of other of us, especially black men, have been thinking. Why are you so quick to talk about Brandon Miller's quote unquote issue, which she didn't even have any issues, but you're not saying anything about Josh Giddey? Why are the higher ups and you not wanting to speak on this? This has become a pattern. It reminds me of the whole Chad Wheeler situation. Chad Wheeler almost ended his girlfriend's life by beating the crap out of her. And a lot of these same people who will be quick to demonize a black man were very slow to speak about that. Did Malika Andrews even speak on that at all? Probably not. But when it comes to black men, they are so quick. Look at Darius, the whole Darius and Keke Palmer situation. Look how fast you heifers was ready to crucify him. Even though Keke Palmer is nothing more than a delusional, manipulative woman. All right? And she's delusional because she thinks she's going to get full custody, which I really don't think she's going to get. But be that as it may, whenever a black athlete's accused of something, y'all are quick to believe it. Jonathan Major's career may be completely ruined over a lie, but y'all went with it because black men do this, right? Y'all are so quick to see the worst in black men, which is probably why a lot of you women are single, that in these situations, y'all don't even want to see the hypocrisy here. This is why we go in on Erin Andrews, not only because she's not very good at what she does. She's not very good at all. Neither is her lying sister. But the fact that You're so willing to throw black players under the bus, black NBA players. You claim you're doing your job. Well, why haven't you brought up Josh Giddey yet? This situation is going viral for days. I mean, haven't this been a topic of conversation the whole weekend? Where was you? You know where you at? Looking miserable on TV because now you got to talk about it. See, it's easy to demonize black players. You want to bring up Joe Mazzulla's past, him getting what, a DUI arrest or disorderly conduct when he was in college, but you don't want to bring up what this guy Josh Giddey did, because in your mind, white men are the good guys. Black men are the is to be demonized. You hate them. You deep down, you have deep rooted issues, and she ain't the only one. Now she's one of these confused mixed women, right? Who probably grew up in a household where she always wanted to be white. And when she looks at her black father, you know, she has disdain because she wishes she was a fully white woman. So in her wannabe journalistic career, because she wants to be, I believe she wants to be more so a big time CNN, MSNBC, Fox News type reporter. She wants to write for one of these big time news publications. She's stuck doing sports, but sports got her to where it is. And you have Dez Bryant, who, like most of us, look at what she is saying, and we are disgusted by the fact that she's so willing to throw a black player under the bus. We are. She is so quick to look into the past of a Joe Mazzulla, a family man who's never gotten in trouble with the law outside of a few, minor run-ins with police as a college kid, who's worked his way up to being a head coach. You want to bring up their past. This is why we go in. This is why we go in on Malika Andrews, and people want to know why. So let's get into this. Let's get into what Dez Bryant had to say. He says, at Malika Andrews, you went out of your way to crucify Brandon Miller on draft day over something he didn't even do. Why haven't you said nothing about Josh Giddey? I advise you not to make this a black or white thing. Your parents really raised you wrong. And just because you went to a private school don't make you better. You appeal, and I know you're kind. You just a puppet. I don't know how a former or current NBA player could sit there across from you and look at you with some kind of respect. Well, Richard Jefferson. Richard Jefferson is goofy, but he's there, I just think that, this just highlights the hypocrisy. And I am grateful that Dez Bryant is willing to say what a lot of us are thinking. Because I'm not watching ESPN like that, I'm thinking, well, they must have already spoke about that. The Josh Giddey situation. But then I see Malika Andrews trending, and I go and see what she's trending for, and she's trending for being a huge hypocrite. And I bet she wonders every day why people on social media don't like her. It's because they see your hypocrisy. They see your self-hate. And trust me, Malika Andrews, you have a lot of self-hate. Okay? The fact that you, as someone who is the lead on that NBA show, you should be bringing those ideas and say, you know what, as a reporter, we have to speak about this. And I will say this too. If the higher-ups at ESPN is telling her not to speak about this, that is an indictment on them. That is a very big, because I thought ESPN was about diversity and inclusion. They speak on everything else woke. ESPN is very woke, right? They want to show minorities and women that they have their backs. But when it comes to Josh Giddey, don't speak about him on your show. Okay, we only speak about those black guys. He's not a black guy. Let's just take some time and let's hope. Because you know what I'm thinking? I think that they thought this would blow over and he would be vindicated, that nothing happened. I think that Malika thought that would be the case. I think ESPN may have thought that would be the case, and they thought it would just blow over and it'll be proven to be false, but it's looking very serious. And even if it were allegations, you speak on everybody else. Why not speak on Josh Giddey? Why is he exempt from being spoken about? It's because, Malika, you don't want to make that white boy look bad. Let's be real about this. This is why you on TV looking miserable, having to speak. Y'all should look at how she looks, fam. Look at her. Y'all see her in the corner, right? Look at her. Look at her face. She look like she's aged about 10 years. She don't want to speak about Josh Giddey. He's white. He's all right. Oh my God, she is such a self-hater. Listen, if you don't see it, then you ain't trying to see it. This is what we're talking about here. This is what Dez Bryant is talking about here. But people ain't gonna want to hear it though. People ain't gonna want to hear it though. This is why we go in on Malika Andrews. She's not a victim. There's a specific reason as to why she gets as much smoke as she does. She's a woman who's very unqualified for her job. She wishes she was an investigative reporter for the New York Times, right? That she was a contributor to CNN, right? That's what she wishes she was doing. But unfortunately, she has to do sports, right? If it was something about Trump, this heifer would be talking about it. If it had something to do with racism, she'd speak about it only because it fits a narrative, and ESPN would be like, speak on it. Let's talk. Let's get at these white people. Get on it. But we can't talk about Josh Giddey because, we can't. Wink, wink. The same situation with Chad Wheeler. And guess what? Dez Bryant had absolutely every right to call this heifer out on this. And I hope others call her out. Hundreds, thousands of videos calling her out. And the fact that they reluctantly spoke about it today while Dez was saying what he was saying lets you know everything you need to know. ESPN knows what's going on. They know it doesn't look right. Right? So let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.